I don't care about little pixels on a screen.
Hey everybody, Comics Division here. How you guys doing? Well, as you can tell by the intro clip, I'm going to be talking about the live stream with Ethan Van Sciver and Dan Slott. Particularly where Dan Slott just refers to people on the internet as pixels. Now, I know the conversation is a little bit more nuanced than that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the full clip, and then we're going to talk about it.
At the end of the day, a lot of people are pixels on a screen. They choose a screen name, they choose an avatar, they're not being who they are in real life. They're being a persona.
Wow, okay, so that's a lot to process. So let's break down his first point about people are just pixels on a screen. I'll be honest with you, Dan is not the only person that probably feels this way, or actually I would say thinks this way. When we interact with people online, I think we do tend to not realize that there is a living, breathing human being on the other end of the keyboard, and we are more willing to be harsh and critical and use language we would probably not use in person. Let's put it this way. If I was to call you a retard donkey fucker in person, I'm pretty sure you'd clock me. Now, I am going to give Dan a pass on that one because I think we're all guilty of that. Now, I'm pretty sure that Dan Slott does not understand internet culture. Now, I've been online for a long time, and I've gone through various handles. It really depends on either the project or, the subculture I'm dealing with. So, yeah, just because someone's not using their real name and a picture of themselves doesn't mean it's a persona. It just means that people want to remain anonymous. Especially now where you have everybody trying to find out who you are so they can get you fired or humiliated or whatever. Why? Because of outrage culture. You are guilty of wrongthink and therefore you must be punished. And that is really fucked up. Really fucked up. And that's the reason why people hide their identity, and I don't fucking blame them. And the other thing too, this is nothing new. Learn about the internet, Dan. Learn about the freaking internet. It has its own culture. Clearly, you're not aware of this.
And I don't worry about hurting the feelings of a persona,
These people aren't personas, Dan. They're your fans, or they're fans of Marvel Comics. Just because they follow D&C does not mean they're bad people. D&C is not Adolf Hitler. He's just a comic book critic. I don't care if you block me because I'm a critic, or you block D&C, but to block all of his followers that like Marvel and want to see Marvel to do great things is rather narrow-minded. It's the whole wrong think argument, Dan. It's stupid. It's a bad argument, and you're being lazy again, dude. You're fucking lazy, Dan.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about my friend over there that terrible things have happened to because of things online.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, has a pro been swatted or something? I mean, because that's something that happens. Come on, man. Cite some fucking examples here. If you guys are aware of anything that I may have missed, please post in the comments because I would like to know. You should care about your friends and family more than you care about the people online. That's true. I'm not going to even argue that. But again, that doesn't mean that people online aren't people. They're not just pixels on a freaking screen. And yes, real world problems should take precedent over stupid internet drama. You should fucking learn that. But again, it doesn't justify blocking a bunch of people just because they follow somebody you don't like. It's stupid. We are allowed to disagree with each other. We're not a hive mind. We're not a fucking collective.
To me, it's such a distinction that it's weird for me for people to have such strong feelings about this internet persona and not about this real person. So it's, don't care.
Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate for a moment because it's something I'm really good at. My wife hates it. She does. But let's use your logic of pixels on a screen. Do you think that the interactions with these individuals that you're referring to, that maybe some people have that perspective as well, that they're just pixels on a screen? Maybe? You ever think about that, Dan? The problem with that attitude, though, is that it leads to othering people. And when you other people, you don't see them as being a person anymore. And when you don't see them as being a person, you're willing to do anything to them. And you've done this, Dan. You've impersonated somebody because you didn't view them as a human being. You just viewed them as a pixel on a screen. And you made their life a living hell, to the point where the dude's wife had to get online and begged you to stop. That is fucked up and shitty. So yeah, Dan, think about that. And by that logic, somebody else can come around and do the same thing to you and make your life a living hell, just because they decided that you are just a pixel on the screen. And I'll be honest with you, Dan, I think you're a shitty person, but you don't deserve that. Because I see you as a fucking person, not a pixel on the screen. Okay, that's all I got for this evening. I really can't take much more of this. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you can tolerate the sound of my voice, click on that subscribe button. Ring that bell for instant notifications. And this is where I stall to make sure things pop up on your screen so you can go and click subscribe or check out another video. And until next time, enjoy your reads.